So you might remember there was a deadly shooting in that same area recently near Las Vegas Boulevard in Cheyenne. Police found a man with gunshot wounds there. He died at the scene. Coroner's office identified the victim as 34-year-old Alejandro Perez. Police are still looking for the person who pulled the trigger. So with some residents concerned about crime, we wanted to understand the reality of the situation. Our Kristen Drummond joins us from the live desk this evening, breaking down the numbers. So Kristen, what does the data reveal about that area?
Well, Dana, data all depends on if someone reports the crime. And like Jane mentioned, violent crime overall is down 7% in the Northeast Area Command, according to Metro Police. So here's a map of the Area Command. So we're talking about this purple area. Let me highlight it for you. Let's start with Craig Road, going all the way down Pecos, up towards Charleston, up and around past Lake Mead, around Nellis Air Force Base, and then back to Craig. Where Jane was talking with the people who were concerned about violent crime, it really is in this one little section. So these numbers that I'm breaking down are talking about the entire Northeast Area Command here. So when I was looking at the data, what we're noticing is assault offenses 3,300 so far this year. And the numbers here are where the Northeast is currently leading. And when we're talking about 3,300 assault offenses, we're talking assault, which includes aggravated assault, which is an attack with a weapon intended to cause serious injuries, simple assault, which can basically a minor physical contact without a bad injury, as well as intimidation. Some of the other areas where the Northeast is leading includes car thefts with 946 reports, sex offenses with 174, as well as robbery with 100 cases so far this year, as we told you on Tuesday. Now, what we're also seeing in the Northeast, there is a slight uptick in certain categories, but that does not mean that it's leading in Metro Police's department. What we're talking about: destruction, damage, and vandalism. Currently 860 reports compared to 839 last year. That is right now a rise of 2.5%. Now, but it only makes up about 11% of the more than 7,700 cases for Metro in that category overall. Theft offenses also up in the Northeast. What we're talking about right now, more than 1,000 compared to about 1,000 last year. So when you look at the data, it's up 55 cases or 3.5%. But again, Northeast is not leading in this category. When you're looking at the total theft, Metro Police has more than 18,500 cases compared to more than the 20,500 last year. So the areas that are leading in theft offenses, according to Metro Police, we got the Convention Center Area Command, which is around the Strip with more than 3,100 cases, Summerlin, more than 2,300 cases, and then the Spring Valley area with more than 2,100. Dana?
Okay, so you had stats there on thefts and assaults, but what about more serious crimes like murders and shootings? What does the data say there? Okay, so when we're talking about shootings, murder, and data over in the Northeast Area Command, right now, when it comes to firearm cases, we are looking at 491 cases. Compare that to the 530 last year. So that is about a 7.5% decrease. Now, data is also showing a decline in the number of murders, 9 as of Sunday compared to 15 last year. Dana? All right, Kristen, thank you. Right now, let's take a look at the crimes in Henderson. According to their crime stats for the month of August, there were 338 crimes against people, 678 property crimes. Crimes against people are down compared to last year by 46, while property crimes are down by 71. And data from Metro Police show murders in the valley dropping year over year, returning to levels not seen since before the pandemic. Statistics reveal 61 people killed so far in 2025, down by 26% from the same time last year. Over the last 10 years, Metro recorded the lowest murder rate in 2019 with 87, steadily rose to 158 murders in 2021, but it continues to drop.
Many places around the U.S., there was an uptick in crime and especially violence around the pandemic. And there are a variety of reasons why that might have been the case. Now that we're past the pandemic, we have police and communities returning to a more proactive style of addressing crime.
There are many ways to address crime, including
using devices to detect gunshots and launching drones here in the Valley. And they started the Violent Gun Crime Unit last year to investigate non-fatal shootings.